What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin on YouTube shit. Hey man, we are lit, eh? Lit this shit, man. Turn. Motherfucking day. Straight hooding outside. Big crip in it. Gang, straight hooding outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia do your thing. In Texas, stand the fuck up. Each day is a new day to be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down, always fight back. Never let somebody tell you are, but also never put yourself in a position you don't belong. Stay humble. Let's get on the revolution, on this movement. Keep Yahweh first. Come to the Black Hebrew Israelite as a real Jew. Let's get into this bitch. Alright. See? It's a motherfucking day. Straight hooding outside. Big crip in it. Gang, straight hooding outside shit, man. Alright, gang. So, let's get straight to it, man. Soulja Boy, man, has been found guilty of some shit that I didn't even know about. I guess he had SA, sexual assault against a female employee, allegedly. Well, he charged with it, so you know what I'm saying? It is what it is at this point. Ain't no alleged at this point. All I want to say is Soulja Boy got charged for this bullshit. That she was at this time basically was his girlfriend. And Russell Brand, we just talked about, look up the video, Kevin Two-Turn, Russell Brand, you know what I'm saying? He's an actor who's getting charged with, he had a whole documentary about rape and sexual assault, about 4 women or some shit. If he don't get found guilty on that shit, man, it just shows you the game is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Soulja Boy is getting charged with this shit. Now he got to pay out $4 million. People trying to say he's going bankrupt. And this shit is really getting like crazy, man. So we have the details of what's going on and how did this all happen. Make sure you fuck with your boy, like the video up, and let's get into it. Hey, shout out to That's It. I don't know what's going on. Exposed and broke, Soulja Boy destroyed by $4 million sex assault ruling. Fuck going on? This shit with Soulja Boy is going crazy.
About the verdict.
Today, I stand before you deeply disappointed in the verdict delivered in my case. I firmly believe that the decision made in court was not based on facts or substantial evidence.
I'm looking for a come up, my nigga. And scam their way to the court system. So that's where you go scam niggas at. I'm finna start scamming niggas.
Soulja Boy been found guilty in order to pay $4 million to his personal assistant.
Shout out to That's It.
The decision made in court was not based on facts or substantial evidence.
Damn.
And we have Drake out here getting backlash for mentioning Cade Cunningham in his new lyrics and his new song. Not only is catching that out, Kendrick just dropped Luther. Now Luther's back to #1 cloud, babies.
I'ma turn up just so I can turn you up. I'ma make you say love.
And we got a new beef. Ye wants his Maybachs back game. Alright? Can't be taking pictures with the ops.
We can watch all this shit.
Said, yo, you at your Maybachs, little nigga. I'll be back in LA in a week. Come get him yourself.
And we have Ja Rule out here talking reckless. He said he wanted to go nuclear on 50 Cent. But, you know, the boys had to hold him back. Hold me back. Hold him back, yeah.
See the things that he does, and you know he did the nerve smoking on there. You know, I'm like,
Cloud babies, we out here for the effery. Let's go. What's up this week?
This shit is going crazy.
My lawyers do their thing, man. The lawyers doing their thing, bro. That shit ain't gonna stick, bro. Trust me. They gonna get that shit appealed. They did some I don't know what they got going on.
Don't believe everything you read in the media. If you got a real question, come to me and ask me.
Damn.
Address everything, every time, nigga.
Bro, he needs some water. Soulja Boy needs some water. Water. Soulja boys gonna need a lot of that.
Damn.
Because now he found guilty on essay.
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
He needs the spirituals. He does. You're right.
So this dude got this former
He got
assistant.
sex assault.
$500 a week,
Right.
living in the mansion,
Right.
grinding in things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Taking care of everything, rolling the joint, blunts, whatever.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of work. Now he's like, yo, I would have clapped the cheeks. She had evidence,
Oh yeah.
4K evidence.
Yeah.
Took it to court.
Receipts.
He looked like he didn't have a lawyer or proper lawyer.
That was incredible. Incredible. He scrolled right back up to the top when they asked him to do the first 3 lines again.
I promise that I will fight until the end to clear my name and expose the truth. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. Would you mind repeating the first 3 sentences? I apologize.
Today, I stand before you.
That was
He remixed it, bro. On some battle rap shit. Yo.
Today I stand before you.
What the fuck?
Right back to the top.
Furthermore.
This can't be true, gang.
Let me get back up to the top real quick. Let me get to the top.
Yo, no, that's wrong, son. That's wrong. Who did that? Was that TMZ Crowd Babies? We need names.
Yeah.
We need names we need to address, because that right there was that was foul.
Diabolical. You set him up.
Yeah,
That's
that was
fucked up.
diabolical
This can't
setup.
be real.
It was so good. Furthermore, we like the civil rights of jury.
Yo, son.
Bro.
Yo, he's so dumb. He's a clown. I love it. He doesn't mean to do it like that.
He doesn't believe it. He doesn't believe it when he's saying
He
it.
doesn't believe he's guilty himself.
Yeah.
So usually you will have a lawyer representing you, especially in something that's that drastic.
And you've been found guilty.
And you found guilty to order to pay $4 million, which we
$4
all
million?
don't have.
And it's the second one.
Them M&M's.
Second one.
First
There's a
was 400.
third one gonna come through.
Yeah, 400,000 was the first one, and now this is 4 million. This
Oh, he got a
sheds
third
light
one?
on
2 or
all the
3?
personal assistants out there. She
Damn.
probably was banking all this, man. Banking all this. You dummy.
Yeah.
Damn,
You know what I mean? Like the
Soulja.
blueprint. She was ready.
Yes.
She knew what she was gonna
She
do.
was ready.
But it's usually the assistant. Even with the ESPN thing.
There you go.
You was a assistant or
Hairstylist.
a hairstylist, like, you know what I mean?
You spend a lot of
People
time
used-
with them.
Exactly.
But this is the rapper thing. This is interesting because it is 100% the first. He's the first.
I'm sure
that
there's been a rapper's assistant that's claimed SA.
Well, yeah,
like we had
probably.
Lizzo.
Yeah, Lizzo, but that was a dancer. So again,
Yeah, that is true.
so we're gonna look at the evidence. We
Yeah.
don't know yet, okay? But he's got to be the first one. He'll claim he's the first. This is not the first time. Okay? So let him claim it.
No.
For now, you want your skin looking beautiful, smooth, and nice like me? Then go get your
I don't think
Soulja Boy
Soulja gonna
face
claim that.
moisturizer, men's care today at souljaboy.net. I said www.souljaboy.net. If you're thinking, said www.souljaboy.net. For now.
Let's be honest about the situation. The evidence that's stacked up against him in this lawsuit that we were looking at and going through line by
A
line,
400,000 lawsuit
stuff
and
that
a
he did.
4 milli?
bro, crazy. Like temper off.
With
the
no
chain,
hot water until
shows,
she was
like,
cold, until
being a rapper and he's been successful
coerced
since
to
a young
leave a
age. He's been
defendant
used to
way?
getting away with murder.
His previous girlfriend, Nia Riley, had mentioned to us back in the day, she even had an interview with
Pull up pants.
what's her name?
Damn!
Tasha K. She even had an interview with Tasha K, and then showing Tasha K evidence and talking to Tasha K and saying like, "Yo, this dude used to beat my ass. He used to go wild."
Yeah,
You know what I
With
mean?
the
So that's not
haymakers.
the first time.
she
like,
broke
you
down
know
a
what I mean?
story of getting held at gunpoint to the back of the head. All right.
Yeah.
So that shows that if you're a man and your level of behavior gets to that point, right? You know you're capable of some shit, some Diddy, Cassie type, some violence. We'll see. But she also dictates a lot of like rape situations, right? And it gets iffy when it comes to that because she also says it was consensual to start with, and she was in love and
They
so
said
forth.
Yeah.
And
Soulja Boy
then
going
it spiraled out of
bankrupt.
control when
This
things
can't be
turned bad.
real,
She's trying to
bitch.
get back in the house to get her belongings. So you have certain situations now that where
Crank that
she's
shit
saying,
and
we
putting
always
that, bringing in the
consensual,
payday.
but
Not when she brought proof.
no,
And
but she
then
got
he has some shaky lawyers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then what also happened in that court case is brilliant too. He can't lie under oath to certain things. So when they asking him about his financial portfolio,
yes,
all of the stuff that he lied about previously
claims.
comes out.
Yeah.
Like discovery. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
This is
That's why, like,
insane.
sometimes when you take somebody to court, it's brilliant because
Hold on,
when they
wait,
bring out the
man.
discovery, it's even worse than what you anticipated. You know what I mean?
100%.
So now, in the discovery or in that claims, They was asking him, yo, did you make that 140 million
Deal.
for the game, for the video game console thing he was promoting?
Yeah, it's cap.
Go through. He was capping
He's the
all
first
the
rapper
time.
to go on the stand and say, nah, that was cap.
That was cap.
He admitted to capping.
Hell yeah, he's only making $18,000 this year so far in his music streams.
They looking at me like a motherfucking meal ticket. This nigga got millions. He got 100 million. I'm in that bitch like, God damn. Ain't you been rich since you was 16? They in that bitch trying to shake a nigga down.
He's hurt. He does not have $4 million to pay this chick on top of the 400,000.
Yeah, already. Yeah. Now, that being said, you know, it goes to show that, like, you know, we're not surprised by that. You know, how many people are streaming Soulja Boy's music? You know what I'm saying? But we would think that he had other deals. We would think that he had investments. We would think that he had money in different places. But it might be all cap.
Yeah.
And he had to admit it in court. And it's not a... you know, he has to do that for financial reasons because now he's going to have to pay
Not only he had to admit it, they have proof because they want to catch him in a lie for perjury.
Yes, true.
So he has to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? And then they're asking him that because they want to figure out, okay, how much can they really give this chick?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Bro.
And he can afford that. So what happened to the game? At least the game had help. Game had WAC 100 and WAC 100 put everything under his name when Game was getting sued. Still to this day, this chick is taking Game to court. Game cannot do anything crazy because whatever he earned, that chick is taking over that SA allegation that happened 5 years ago.
There you go. Another example of how things can really turn ugly for you, especially if you think you can get away with
Ain't no motherfucking way.
and you think your status and your celebrity and your fame will keep them, you know, and pay people off and keep things hushed now. Like, if your true behavior is to do things like that, you're going to get caught out. And you might get women that will ploy against you to get this out. Like,
that is
you know,
true.
They might like plot on you to try and make that kind of thing happen because they see it as a way now of like, it's easy money. It's an easy bag. This is a warning to rappers.
It is an easy bag, bro.
Yeah.
When you hire assistants and stuff like that, and then they sleeping in their house, they have mad evidence that even if you didn't do anything, they'd be like, well, look, at least I was in this dude's house. Yeah. If you sleeping, they could catch you sleeping, and then all of a sudden take a photo like they just had. Yeah.
You're an employee. At the end of the day, if you've employed someone, regardless of the situation, if you're at the house cooking and cleaning, regardless, they're on the, like, it's a contract. Yeah. Like, you have a agreement. Yeah. So when you go and you do things that are obviously in the landscape of employer relationship, and you start slanging, right?
Yo, as soon as she moved in, he brought her over. As soon as she moved in, he started sending her dick pics.
How is that the play? It's 2025. How is that the play?
He's ready for the F3, son.
Yeah, he's like out there.
I don't know what he was thinking, man.
I guess a lot of people are going to be not surprised by it, but at the end of the day, like, you got to know, if you're going to be employing someone to be at the house, personal assistant, and you got them doing work for you, you got to know, you ain't ordering an escort to the crib.
That's what he thought it was.
Yeah.
Personal escort.
Because then you got more grounds in a courtroom. Like,
she's a sex worker. I mean, what the hell? That's her job.
Yeah, they could.
But not if she's doing the laundry, driving you around, cooking for you, rolling your
joints. What's that shit called when they talking about taking the girls away and
clapping cheeks wasn't in the fine print.
She's crazy. They can say anything these days, man.
Yo, but I bet you there's no W-2 forms. There's nothing legally. It's just like under the radar, like paying that $500.
True.
But still, that's another drama because if she or he does not pay tax or claim the tax and then you did not ask for the, you know what I mean, did not claim that tax. So there's so many ways to go. That's why you got to go professional, bro. Like like the actors do. Like they have an assistant, but the assistants come into the house, they do what they got to do, and they leave.
Well, they're assistants probably that work for like a corporation or some shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they have, it's like much more professional.
Yeah.
It ain't like, oh, bring your suitcase, move in.
Move in.
And we're
give me a couple of blowjobs a week. You know, we're good.
Hey man, shout out to Seti Nash, man. You know what I'm saying? Come in the clutch, gang. Shout out to him, man. Hey man.
Today, I stand before you deeply disappointed in the verdict.
Man, these hoes do be saying anything these days, man. This shit is wild.
It's not based on facts or substantial evidence, but rather on factors that were outside of my control. The truth was overshadowed by the involvement of individuals such as the jury who were not present during the events in question. And I feel that the system allowed external influences to shape the outcome. Furthermore, the use of Jane Doe as the identity of the accused.
So, you know, we was just getting talking about that other actor.
Keeping these individuals anonymous
find his name. I forgot his fucking name.
Scrutiny creates an unequal playing field. I believe this
because Soulja Boy got found guilty
by a system that is not designed to protect the rights of the accused. I want to make it clear that I'm innocent. This case was never about justice. It was about
that bitch wants a brand need to be found guilty, bitch.
I would not let that stand. I am committed to filing an appeal and fighting for the truth to be revealed. I will continue to stand by my decision and believe that I did not commit the crimes I'm accused of. Thank you to everyone who has supported me during this time. I promise that I will fight until the end to clear my name and expose the truth. Thank you.
As you should.
Repeating the first 3 sentences.
That's what they was talking about.
Today, I stand before you deeply disappointed in the verdict delivered in my case. I firmly believe that the decision made in court was not based on facts or substantial evidence, but rather on factors that were outside of my control. The truth was overshadowed by the involvement of individuals such as the jury.
That's some whole ass shit, bro. When we get that Russell Brand case, bitch, they better do the same damn thing and more, bitch. Bitch, they got a whole motherfucking documentary on Russell Brand, bitch.
Let's do this. Let's read an article from somebody that was there that gives an account of what happened, and hit that like button real quick so that way the comments can increase and y'all can argue amongst yourselves whether you believe they're guilty or not.
Man.
Whether you believe Soulja Boy is guilty or not. But it is what it is. Let's. Jury orders Soulja Boy to pay $4 million.
Megan Cunningham. She's a bitch.
Shrink that rapper vowed to appeal the verdict, which includes
her big bird, goofy game, goofy head ass.
Punitive damages. Plaintiff's lawyers had asked for $4 million in punitive.
I think she's the one who was on the Megan Thee Stallion case.
Thursday ordered rapper DeAndre Cortez, Soulja Boy Way, to pay $4.25 million to a woman who said he abused and assaulted her while she lived in his home as a marijuana blunt roller and personal assistant.
Bitch,
the verdict
marijuana blunt roller
court includes $250,000 in punitive damages. The jury of 5 men and 7 women found Way liable for battery, assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, harassment, gender violence, and 2 employment-related claims after a 3-week trial that focused on approximately 18 months in the woman's 18 months the woman spent with Way between January 2019 and August 2020. That's a long time, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That's what is that? A year and 8 months.
You getting piped out for a whole year and a half, and now you saying something
liable for false imprisonment. The woman's lawyers had asked for $73.5 million statutory damages, then asked for $4 million in punitive to match the approximately $4 million the jury.
Bitch, yeah, I'm pushing on the motherfucking golden apple.
The man who served on the jury told reporters, jurors agreed that, come on, he beat the living daylights out of her. No question about that. But they debated the woman's role as the poor victim or someone actually participating in a kind of entourage life. This guy treated her like dirt, and he deserves the verdict. But what kept the lid on, the jury said? A woman served on the jury told reporters they believe Way might have been lying about some certain things. As she left the courthouse, she told the plaintiff, "I'm so sorry all of that happened to you." The plaintiff sued under the pseudonym Jane Doe, but was addressed by her true name in court. She told reporters on Thursday she hopes the verdict wakes everyone up and stops them from just belittling people trying to help their dreams. He's not the only one doing stuff like this, she said. Way told reporters the jury got it wrong. I firmly believe the decision made in the court was not based on facts or substantial evidence, but rather on factors that were outside of my control. 34-year-old Way said in a written statement he read outside the courthouse. The truth was overshadowed by the involvement of individuals such as the jury who were not present during the events in question, and I feel that the system allowed external influences to shape the outcome. He also said the woman's anonymity raises serious concerns about fairness. Keeping these individuals anonymous while I'm forced to face public scrutiny creates an unequal playing field.
That's kind of fucked up because we know who the fuck is saying what they're doing.
By a system that is not designed to protect the rights of the accused, Way said. Way said he wants to make it clear that I'm innocent and this case was never about justice. It was about money and personal gain, and I will not let that stand. I am committed to filing an appeal and fighting for the truth to be revealed. I will continue to stand by my decision and believe that I did not commit the crimes I'm accused of, Way said. Way is not charged with a crime, but he's scheduled for another trial and a similar lawsuit from a former girlfriend who claims years of abuse in 2023. A jury ordered him to pay a woman's $471,900, including $236,000 in punitive damages, and another lawsuit, an unlawful imprisonment lawsuit. Naima Rahmani, president of the plaintiff's firm West Coast Trial Lawyers, told reporters the verdict is a wake-up call for the entire music industry. Not really, but okay.
Not at all.
Physically,
I tell you, let the hoes go, man.
Your employees.
If you get to a point, you gotta put your hands on them.
Lawyers at Rahmani's firm represent another woman sued Way for abuse. They also represent former employees of singer and rapper Lizzo in a sexual harassment lawsuit, and they represent rapper Megan Thee Stallion's former photographer
Told y'all niggas
in a sexual harassment and unpaid wages lawsuit. Rahmani said Way's lawyers offered a low-ball settlement of $100,000.
Man, the kind of the other lady
Civil
who
judgments in California stand for 10 years and can be renewed for another 10 years. So Rahmani said they'll pursue Way for the next 20 years if he doesn't pay. We're going to be going after Way and his assets, whether he's on tour, whether he's doing TikTok Live, Rahmani said. Way's lawyers at Ivy McNeil Wyatt, Purcell and Diggs declined to speak to reporters after the verdict. Jurors credit woman's testimony photos. This right here is where it gets intense. Way, who became famous in 2007 for his Crank That song, testified he never sexually assaulted or beat the woman. He also denied formally employing her as an assistant for $500 a week, as she claimed. Instead, he said he allowed her to live at his $25,000 a month rental home in Malibu for free in exchange for her road services. Then invited her to live with him at another home in Bell Canyon because of their intimate relationship. The woman, however, had text messages and photos that documented her beatings and corroborated her testimony. In August 2020, she texted photos of her bruises to Way's manager, Michael, Mike Sykes, and she testified she told him on the phone Way had been hitting her. Sykes texts back, "That's insane. I'm so sorry this happened to you." But he denied in testimony that the woman told him Way assaulted her. Way's lawyer, Ricky Ivy, told jurors the photos show bruises, but they don't establish that Mr. Way caused the bruises. The photos are undated, and the woman said they were taken in July. Ivy noted that at the time she was seeing another rapper smoke perp. The woman juror who spoke with reporters said she found the photos persuasive, and the plaintiff had so much information in her testimony. Ivy said the plaintiff's claims that she and Way had a verbal contract to pay her $500 a week is refuted by the fact that industry standard for people working with rappers is free room and board only.
$500 a week is crazy.
Twist for 8 years and testified he paid her $200 a week. She also worked for rapper Molly Mall and testified he gave her free room and board, but money only occasionally.
Damn.
Why Mr. Wayne pay her $500 a week? And that's not even an industry standard.
So she's saying she wasn't even getting paid the $500.
Monday, Ivy told jurors the woman had many opportunities to report Way or leave his home, and she didn't do so. Her story has evolved over time, Ivy said. Ivy said the woman's testimony can't be trusted because it's based on her inconsistencies and her fabricated evidence. The woman juror said the culture of personal assistance in the rap industry was eye-opening. The other man said the industry lifestyle led to a division in the jury room between absolute, what I would call, slightly knee-jerk condemnation of him and knee-jerk sense of her as a victim. And those of us who saw it, and I included myself as a little bit grayer at the end of the day. The verdict was the right one, he said. If you do believe her, give her everything. Plaintiff's lawyer,
give her everything. That's $53 million.
Focused in the part on Way's lack of accountability.
Bitch, you get nothing.
That has a 32-city tour scheduled this year. He'll get to go on while the woman still suffers. He also performed at SeaWorld in San Diego last weekend. Oh, that's so nice. Mr. Way has owned up to nothing in this case. Not one text message, not one photograph. Zambrano said Way's year of weekly acting classes paid off.
That's not
when he testified,
anyway,
yes, he did use his fake glasses. Wait. I was trying not to read that without laughing. Time out. Zambrano said Way's year of weekly acting classes paid off.
Damn.
When he testified, as did his use of fake glasses. He wore every day at trial despite not needing prescription glasses. He did a masterclass performance for you. Zambrano told jurors, I was concerned that the act was going to work, but he wasn't prepared for Cross. He wasn't prepared to go off script. Zambrano said Wade's true self is seen in his deposition video and in the text he sent the woman. That's the guy.
So they said he went to acting class just to beat the case is insane.
That's the guy. I should have killed your ass. That's the guy Zambrano said. Zambrano said he hopes jurors don't fall for the act. That you don't fall for the man that's been sitting over there with fake glasses on trying to convince you he's incapable.
But it's not us who fell for the act. It's the bitch who fell for the act.
Of the text messages that he sent, but don't really mean, Zambrano said. Zambrano suggested jurors award $73.5 million, including $4.4 million for past emotional harm, $31.6 million for future harm, and $37.5 million for S battery. If you don't believe my client, don't give her $1, Zambrano said. After all this, don't give her $1. But if you do believe her, give her everything. God damn.
Everything?
The jury's verdict addressed 9 claims. Assault for $760,000, including $460,000 for future harm and $300,000 for past harm. Okay. S battery, $1.5 million, including $1 million for future harm and $500,000 for past. Gender violence, $300,000.
I think because Soulja he's trying to become a billion. A billion.
They kind of powdered. They
heard that shit. She heard that shit. She said she was rubbing her head like Birdman, bitch.
$325 million. Sheesh. Including $1 million for future harm and $325,000 for past. S harassment, hostile work environment, $100,000. Non-payment of wages, $15,000. Constructive discharge, not liable. Failure to provide wage statements, $2,650. Jurors answered 47 questions on the verdict form, including whether the woman failed to take necessary steps to mitigate the harm, and if so, should her damages be reduced. The jury didn't conclude she did, but polling revealed a couple who voted against the majority on some claims. Crank That royalties remain a mystery. Jurors deliberated Tuesday before reaching a verdict on liability and compensatory damages on Wednesday. Judge Mark Epstein's judicial assistant read it aloud Thursday morning. The jurors decided punitive damages in the afternoon. First, they heard testimony from Way about his assets, including his new skincare line, a cologne he said earned him about $50,000, and a former marijuana strain that he said earned him $30,000 to $40,000.
Damn, they be looking at that shit.
$50,000 to perform at the crypto ball for President Donald Trump's inauguration. But Way's most famous asset remains a financial mystery. He said he doesn't know the details of the royalties he receives for Crank That, which he said is owned by Interscope Records. I'm not sure the percentage, but it's an amount. It's an amount. It's a percentage. I'm not sure the exact percentage. Way said, I'd have to look it up. Come on, kid. Zambrano asked about Wade's previously said he made $15 million to $20 million off Crank That. Wade said he isn't sure, nor could he estimate his monthly revenue from the song. He also said he can't estimate how much he's made from his 2021 song, She Make It Clap, nor can he estimate how much in royalties he made in total in 2024. I'm pretty sure I hear your music when I go to a baseball game. You make royalties when it's played at the stadiums. Is that right, Mr. Zambrano asked? Right, Way answered. Okay, so how much do you make if it's played in a stadium? Do you have any ideas, Zambrano asked? No, Way answered. Asked about money from online streaming, Way said he made probably like $18,000 this year. You've only made $18,000 this year, Zambrano asked. Yeah, because it takes a while for money to produce from streams, Way answered. Way said his bank account fluctuates and the trial is taking a lot out of his money. As far as lawyer bills and stuff like that, the whole trial has been real costly, he testified. Soulja Boy testifies. This trial is taking a lot of money. As far as lawyer bills, this whole trial has been costly. The good news is the check's cleared. The bad news is the jury found you liable for almost everything. Way has millions of followers on social media, and he said he must make $17,000 going live on TikTok, but typically earns $300 to $400. He estimated he's earned $100,000 on TikTok in the last 2 years. Zambrano asked Way about him saying he'd been offered $140 million for a video game system he designed. Way said it didn't go through. Nintendo sent the cease and desist letter, so I had to stop that first venture. Way laughed when Zambrano asked if he's worth $100 million. Look, I don't want y'all to get confused here in this courtroom, he said. Way testified he currently rents a home for $25,000. He owns 5 cars, but he said he doesn't have access to multi-millions. You know, I work. I'm a worker. I make money from shows and doing concerts and selling merch and working and doing different things like that, Way said. Way's lawyer, Anang Inya, began his examination by asking about Way's obligations as a father. Way testified he has 2 children, ages 1 and 2, and is the primary provider. He also testified he doesn't have health insurance. He also asked how much The claims against Wade has affected his already fluctuating income. Wade testified he's lost a lot of shows because the lawsuit, including a gig at Coachella this year, that would have covered a lot of my expenses, but that was canceled due to the accusations. He said this entire case, this entire trial, these accusations definitely affect the amount of income that I'm able to generate. In a brief closing argument, Zambrano said $4 million in punitive is fair punishment for Wade, truly reprehensible conduct. Inyan told jurors their $4 million compensatory verdict has already sent a message to Wade, who has other obligations, including his children and living expenses. The message has been sent in terms of holding Mr. Wade accountable. Inyan said $4 million in punitive damages could bankrupt Wade. Jurors weren't unanimous on punitive damages. Polling revealed that one wanted $100,000 and another wanted $1 million, while 10 wanted $250,000. Afterward, the plaintiff, who was 37 years old, told reporters she's grateful for the jury and her attorney. She said she has a couple of artists she can work with now, but she doesn't want to do anything without a written contract. Right now, she's focused on a chicken farm she's operating that includes a baby chick named Chickie Minaj. Oh, I don't want to be anybody's assistant for a while, she said.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to leave it at that. So let's do it this way. Do I believe Soulja Boy is guilty of certain things? Sure. Do I think he put his hands on her? Hell yeah, I do. Do I think that they were sleeping together mutually?
Most definitely.
I do. I don't believe he took it from her at all, but it doesn't matter. He was found guilty. You're ultimately the victim of your choices. When these cats decide to mess with these women and they put themselves in these peculiar situations, bruh, you have too many women that are fans that y'all should be selecting from and put them in situations to where y'all can date them. Look at Neo, bruh. Neo got more women than he can count on one hand. And you know what's not going to happen? It's not going to be nothing said that's going to ultimately get him thrown out the way because he's giving them everything that they want. That's why you see Neo doing back-to-back shows now, and he balding on top of his balding. But when somebody like Soulja Boy, who's young, dumb, arrogant, brash, unaware, it's a recipe for disaster. It's funny how he made fun of Blueface when Blueface basically was only charged with something he said that he actually didn't do. You, on the other hand, you was sitting up here saying,
damn, sitting duck, huh?
This,
damn.
but not in the way that she said. Then on top of that, bruh, when you laugh on the stand and it's arrogant and it's obviously clear as day that you're hiding something.
So he laughed on the stand is insane.
Yeah, they on your ass. Soulja Boy. Boy, you better start hitting backflips with Chris Brown and Amarion doing all the dances and stuff.
Start jiggling in that motherfucker, huh?
You're going to lose that second lawsuit, too. Damn. It just is what it is. Do not expect Soulja Boy to come out victorious on anything. You want to know why? Because the arrogant part of him won't allow it. Now, do I think the jury got it right? Hell no. But I believe he beat on her. I believe a whole bevy of things. But this one right here, this is all Soulja Boy fault. Because you cannot put people in situations like that, type stupid ass stuff like that you sucked up. I knew it had to be photos, and I knew it had to be text messages. Because at the end of the day, bruh, you lucky she didn't turn around and go to the police. You lucky that it's only civil.
Yeah.
Because if she went criminal, I think you would have lost that too. You had to make sure that your ducks are in a row, and then denying certain things when you can spin it in a different way. Yeah, I said that, but I said that out of anger.
True.
Yeah, I said that, but it wasn't like that because she said this. Because if you guys are arguing back and forth, the threats don't matter. And she said, I'll kick your ass. She said, I'll choke slam you or something like that. But it's clear that he put his hands on her. That part is I don't think anybody could deny that. Do I think that he took it from her? No. Do I think that he withheld money from her that he was giving her little allowance? Hell yeah, I do. And the fact that, Soulja Boy, you are willing to, this is where you should be arrested right here. You're willing to pay $25,000 a month. And I can expose the industry on a whole lot of stuff, and I probably will next time. Bruh, $25,000 a month for a rental that you acting like you bought? For what? Just, I wouldn't even live in California, bruh. I'm paying $25,000. Anyways, sure to keep your people aware, subscribe, turn on the bell, stay notified. Y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. For real, man. Whew, yeah. Anyways,
Insane.
yeah.
Shout out to KB Goes Live. Damn, is it the end of Soulja Boy, man? Hope not.
Soulja Boy has been making headlines this week after going to court and losing a lawsuit to a woman who was his personal assistant that he hired back in 2018. Soulja Boy is a rapper who, over the course of his career, has no doubt had some massive records. Records like Crank That, which have been certified 3 times.
Man, Soulja Boy flexing all that money on, man.
That it sold
Trip.
3 million copies. Not to mention that this song came out when ringtones were still being sold for your cell phone for about $1 to $3 a piece, and it's estimated that on top of the 3 million records he sold with Crank That, he also sold approximately 3 million ringtones, which alone could have generated up to $7 million. Not only that, but he did have other hits when he first came out. Songs like Kiss Me Through the Phone, Pretty Boy Swag, and a few others. It's safe to say that he made a small fortune during this period of his career. Even after you take out whatever percentage the record label took and taxes, it's safe to say that Soulja Boy was sitting around with millions of dollars in his bank account. But after this verdict that was just handed down in court, it looks like Soulja Boy could be facing some more serious financial problems. That's because his old assistant that he hired back in 2018 would eventually formally accuse Soulja Boy of physical, sexual, and emotional abuse in a lawsuit that she filed in 2021, resulting in a jury awarding her $4 million in compensatory damages and another $250,000 in punitive damages, making a total of $4,250,000 that Soulja Boy will now have to cough over unless he wants his wages garnished and his assets seized and being sold off. The story goes like this. Soulja Boy hired this 20-year-old woman who hasn't been identified by anything other than Jane Doe as his personal assistant in 2018, promising to pay her $500 a week for her work. The woman moves into Soulja Boy's home as part of her job. A romantic relationship develops by January of 2019, and shortly thereafter, the assistant says Soulja Boy's behavior turned abusive. According to the assistant's lawsuit, Soulja Boy embarked on a nearly 2-year pattern of physical, sexual, and emotional abuse. In early 2019, he allegedly pushed her out of a car during an argument and forced her to walk 5 miles back to the house. The first sexual assault occurred in February of 2019. Afterwards, Soulja Boy, quote-unquote, expressed remorse and paid her $1,000 to try to make up for it. The woman claims that Soulja became violently jealous, spitting on her when she tried to quit, and frequently punching, kicking, and body slamming her over that she was having with her followers. Basically, if a dude would leave a comment on one of her posts, he would freak out. On at least one occasion, he allegedly locked her in a room without a bed, no food, no water for 3 days as a form of punishment. During this 3 days,
wow, like a Dungeon Dragon, huh?
Soulja Boy will repeatedly R-word her, and in one message that was sent from Soulja Boy to this woman, he told her, "I should have killed you." This all culminated in a brutal attack in August of 2020, in which Soulja Boy beat and again R-worded the woman to the point that she said she feared for her life. Following this incident, she left his house and cut off the relationship. 1 month later, she went back to his house to pick up her belongings, and while she was there, she said Soulja Boy again physically attacked and R-worded her. The assistant said that the abuse was so constant that she didn't even feel human anymore. She said, "I felt like an animal," and this led to her filing her lawsuit in 2021. In her complaint, she accused Soulja Boy of an array of offenses: sexual battery, assault, gender violence, intentional infliction of emotional distress, creating a hostile work environment, and false imprisonment. She also claimed that Soulja Boy failed to pay her the promised wages for the work that she did as an assistant, effectively accusing him of several labor violations. The suit was seeking a significant amount of monetary damages for the trauma and injuries that she suffered, and she requested a jury trial. Now, Soulja Boy publicly denied the allegations, and in a statement given to TMZ, a representative for Soulja Boy called the woman's claims nonsense, insisting that Soulja would never put his hands on a female. Soulja Boy himself told the press that he vehemently and unequivocally denied the allegations and said that he had contacted his legal team to refute what he was describing as lies. Soulja Boy's legal team also responded to this in court, formally denying all wrongdoing, and over the next few years, the case moved through the pretrial process, like evidence gathering, depositions, pretrial motions, and the proceedings faced a few delays, in part due to backlogs in the court system. So the trial didn't immediately begin in 2020.
So they had to push it back.
It wouldn't start until 2025. During this period, reports emerged of graphic evidence that was going to be used.
So they put this in 2023?
Of this woman's injuries and lengthy text message threads between Soulja Boy and her. One message where Soulja Boy told her, "Of you B-word, I hope you die slow." Right? Throughout this time, Soulja Boy didn't make any further public comments about the case, but he did have a separate legal issue arise in mid-2021 when he was ordered to pay a hefty judgment to another woman stemming from a past incident. In this case, a Los Angeles jury found Soulja Boy liable for assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Kayla Myers, during a 2019 house party. In this unrelated case, there were allegations that Soulja Boy pistol whipped Myers and held her at gunpoint, and by the end of this trial, a jury awarded her approximately $472,000. This separate verdict demonstrated a pattern of allegations against Soulja Boy, and eventually his ex would have to seek out new court orders to seize Soulja Boy's assets because he failed to pay her when it was all said and done. It wasn't a good look and didn't help his situation in his other court battle with his assistant. In late 2024, the Jane Doe lawsuit is finally scheduled for trial, and after several years of pre-trial wrangling, the stage was set for a courtroom battle in 2025, where a jury was set to hear all of the disturbing allegations and decide whether Soulja Boy was going to be held accountable. By March of 2025, the woman was taking a stand to testify, and when she got on the stand, she described for the jury everything that we discussed earlier, like being locked in a room, being R-worded, being punched and kicked, body slammed. They also showed the jury the messages between Soulja and her, where he pretty much said that he should have killed her and he wished she would die. When it was Soulja Boy's time to defend himself, he decided to testify in his own defense, directly addressing the jury, and that's something that I'm sure his legal team highly advised him against doing. That's something that we don't see people do a lot of the times in these type of cases because they don't have to testify on their own behalf. Anyways, when Soulja Boy got up there, he portrayed a very different version of events. He claimed that the woman was never...
This is the Champions League semifinal.
Got up there, he portrayed a very different version of events. He claimed that the woman was never actually his employee. Instead, he characterized her as somebody who hung around his house and helped roll his blunts. And he said that she was free to come and go as she pleased. He insisted they had a consensual relationship and that he never physically harmed her. He questioned her credibility, argued that her story changed over time, and said that she had multiple opportunities to leave if she truly felt in danger. During the closing arguments, Soulja Boy's attorneys emphasized that the woman stayed with Soulja Boy by choice and had received quote-unquote room and board plus gifts and other things rather than a salary, which they argued was an industry standard agreement for informal assistance in the music world. And basically this was them trying to escape the labor violations she alleged from him not paying her the $500 a week. During the woman's closing argument, her lawyers asserted that Soulja Boy had to be held accountable, and they asked the jury to award her $73.6 million in damages, a figure that they argued was justified by the extreme trauma and losses that the woman suffered. And with those final arguments, the case went to the jury for deliberation. When they returned a verdict, the 12-person jury found Soulja Boy liable for sexual battery, assault, gender violence, intentional affliction of emotional distress, sexual harassment, and several labor code violations related to unpaid wages. However, the jury did not find him liable for false imprisonment, and they also cleared him of creating a hostile work environment. As a result, they awarded the woman nearly $4 million in compensatory damages. This sum was meant to cover her pain, suffering, lost earnings, and any medical or therapy costs that are going to result from the abuse. Shortly after, in a brief additional proceeding, the jury also decides on punitive damages to further penalize Soulja Boy for his conduct and awarded the woman another $250,000, making a total of $4.25 million that Soulja Boy now owes this woman. This verdict is a clear legal defeat for Soulja Boy, as the jury has legally affirmed that he abused and injured his former assistant, and they hit him with a multi-million-dollar financial penalty as a result. According to the reports, Soulja Boy smiled calmly upon hearing the decision. Now, his lawyers reacted to this saying, "We maintain that the evidence does not support the verdict. It is unfortunate that aspirations and misperceptions of a culture are allowed to influence the trial. Mr. Wade, who is Soulja Boy, fully intends to pursue his
So Mr. Wade was Soulja Boy, trip. That's what I was wondering.
In this case, they're basically saying even though
that
they
way,
found
this
him
way,
guilty in
that
court,
way,
we
the
still
other way,
believe that
left.
he's innocent. That's what his lawyers say. And shortly after the verdict, Soulja Boy actually personally addressed the media outside of the courthouse, where he read a prepared statement off of his phone to a cluster of reporters that was there. Here's what he said.
About the verdict.
Today, I stand before you deeply disappointed in the verdict delivered in my case. I firmly believe that the decision made in court was not based on facts or substantial evidence, but rather on factors that were outside of my control. The truth was overshadowed by the involvement of individuals such as the jury who were not present during the events in question. And I feel that the system allowed external influences to shape the outcome. Furthermore, the use of Jane Doe as the identity of the accusers raises serious concerns about fairness. Keeping these individuals anonymous while I'm forced to face public scrutiny creates an unequal playing field. I believe this entire process has been tainted by a system that is not designed to protect the rights of the accused. I want to make it clear that I'm innocent. This case was never about justice. It was about money and personal gain. And I will not let that stand. I am committed to filing an appeal and fighting for the truth to be revealed. I will continue to stand by my decision and believe that I did not commit the crimes I'm accused of. Thank you to everyone who has supported me during this time. I promise that I will fight until the end to clear my name and expose the truth. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. Would you mind repeating the first 3 sentences? I apologize.
Today,
that's a whole ass shit, white man.
Disappointed in the verdict delivered in my case. I firmly believe that the decision made in court was
when
not
the motherfucking let's see what happened to Russell Brand, bitch.
Outside of my control.
Cause they got a whole documentary. They trying to take Soulja Boy like this with this lawsuit. It's not criminal case, but still.
And I feel like the system allowed external influence to shape the outcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Not only did he address the media in those clips, he also did what he normally does in these types of situations and went on a rant on live about how the trial was unfair.
I'm the sexiest nigga in the world. I'm that nigga that made Pretty Boy Swag. Listen, hey, come on, man. If y'all don't see they out here trying to attack all our black rich, man, I don't know what to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? They out here trying to take down all the rich black. They mad because I own my own. I ain't signing no. You know what I'm saying? They try to take it down. How did got all this money? How he got all these stores? How he got all this? So they gonna try to lie on him, make up on him. Because I'm the first rapper to do this. They did the same shit with Jay-Z. They did the same shit with P. Diddy. They did the same shit with everybody. All my fans know what type of person I'm in. All my fans know how I get in. I never do nothing like that. On God. Them folks scammed me up in that courtroom. All them folks when I was old as hell, 60-year-old, 70-year-old white people. Where the young people at on the jury? Where the black people at? I had one black person on the jury.
Bro, they ain't finna get no black person on that bitch.
Fry my ass in that.
The line, bro. I'm Gucci, bro. If Kendrick Lamar can stand at the Super Bowl and call Drake up and he's still living, I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
big ass fucking teeth. Like, unless that's the grill. Facts, trip.
Why ain't in jail then? The f you mean? Why you going to ask for some money? Go tell the police to come lock me up. If I touched your ass, lying ass, ain't nobody touched your funky ass.
Funky ass.
Yeah, y'all wanna believe what
Lima bean head ass.
Come on, come lock me up. What the charges at? Can't charge, can't lock them up, can't take it to jail. But when I go in and ask for some money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who the f want money for being assaulted? Will never stop me. They did it to Michael Jackson. They did it to P. Diddy. They did it to R. Kelly. They did it to Bill Cosby. They did it to all the black. They did
it to everybody.
That is true.
That Soulja Boy now has to file an appeal to try to overturn the jury's verdict. And if he's unsuccessful, he'll still be on the hook for the $4.25 million that he now owes this woman. And $4.2 million is a lot of damn money.
That's that money on
to pay, but just as the last woman who accused Soulja Boy of these things did, this woman will be able to file injunctions that could force Soulja Boy to sell his assets to satisfy the debt, like his cars, houses, jewelry. She could confiscate money that he has in his bank accounts and even garnish his future wages if he decides he don't want to pay. Honestly, it's been a long time since Soulja Boy had a hit record under his belt, and while I don't know the ins and outs of his personal finances, something like this could certainly force him into bankruptcy due to the substantial amount that he now owes this woman. Soulja Boy has already claimed financial strain in other cases, citing tax liens and a lack of recent touring income, but the court can compel payment regardless of his excuses. Then there's the impact that this can have on his career and his reputation. Not only can this impact whatever money he does still have left, it can undoubtedly jeopardize his future potential to earn money, as people may not want to be associated with this type of activity. Either way, it's not a good look for Soulja Boy, and we'll have to wait and see where it goes in the future. Does he just pay and hope it goes away? Does he appeal and win? Does he appeal and lose? Or is his financial future sealed with this guilty verdict? Only time will tell, but for now, that's the story, that's the video. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it. And
alright, gang, so this is one of the videos that Soulja Boy did when after the court trial. I guess they were trying to say he was broke. Man, that's why they $4 million happened shit.
We on a motherfucking swag tour, man. Go get that Soulja Boy face moisturizer. That Soulja Boy face moisturizer, man. If you want your skin looking clean. Man, everybody go download the Soulja Boy Tell 'em app. It's a beautiful thing, man. Another beautiful bless, man. Colorado tonight, man. Colorado tonight, man. Shout out to the whole Arizona, man. Y'all went crazy. Shout out Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out Arkansas. Y'all went crazy. Phoenix, Arizona was crazy. Arkansas was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix, Arizona was a movie. Phoenix, Arizona was a movie, man. Swag tour, get y'all tickets. First rapper with his own skincare products. Go follow @Soulja Skin, man. Get your face moisturizer, skincare, man. I was the first rapper to do it. I'm gonna go put some of this on my face, man. Just I saw you at Busch Gardens. On game, shout out to Tampa, Florida.
They're even calling him out in this video too.
That shit's lit. You know what I'm saying? They can't stop this shit, man. We blessed, man. Blessed, man. Swag tour, man. This shit legendary, man. What y'all on, man? Good morning. How y'all feeling today, man? Stacks on deck. Yo, first rapper with his own skincare product. That's how you know my skin be on point, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know my skin be on point, man. What y'all doing, man? You know, we gotta work hard, we gotta manifest this shit. Swag to it, man. Oh yeah, the concert sold out tonight, man, so if you ain't got no tickets, you can't get in.
So add that money out right back up.
We go brand new Louis back.
That $4 million ain't gonna make it sell.
Y'all rate my new backpack 1 out of 10, man. I'll be coming on that truck, slide truck sometime. Yeah, the concert sold out tonight though, man, so if you ain't got your tickets, you ain't gonna be able to get in, man. I apologize to all my fans that find out later about the show, man. You know what I'm saying? Tonight sold out, tomorrow sold out, and the day after tomorrow sold out, and the day after that. The next 4 shows are sold out. These people ain't doing nothing but making me go more viral. Y'all ain't doing nothing but turning me up.
Turn up.
Keep turning me up, keep making me go viral.
Yeah, you know we fucking Soulja Boy.
I'm going for $1 billion this year, man. When I become a billionaire, I'm just gonna thank all my fans, you know what I'm saying? We on the road to a billionaire, it's behind the scenes. I'm showing y'all the full grind, showing y'all what it takes to become a billionaire in real time. I'm the first rapper to become a billionaire live in front of the fans. Make sure y'all go download the Soulja Boy Tell 'em app. I'm looking for new artists who I'm gonna sign next to my record label. That's up MG Records. I'm looking for new artists. Download the Soulja Boy Tell 'em app. Join the contest. Upload your songs. Get on the leaderboard. I'm looking for new artists, man. We on tour right now. Swag tour, man. Download the Soulja Boy Tell 'em app, man. I'm the first rapper to do this shit. Shout out to all my haters, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing something right. We all need a little bit of haters. We all need haters, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my fans. Shout out to my haters. Shout out to my followers, my supporters. Shout out to everybody. I hope everybody having a good day today. Make sure y'all go follow @Soulja Skin. @Soulja Skin. Get your Soulja Boy face moisturizer, man. Everybody go to www.souljaboy.net or just download the Soulja Boy app. You know what I'm saying? Download that Soulja Boy app. Get that Soulja Boy face moisturizer.
So he gonna make them 4 million back
Get that
somehow.
Soulja Boy face moisturizer. Download the Soulja Boy app. Go to SouljaSkin.com. Get that Soulja Boy face moisturizer. Make sure y'all go download the Soulja Boy app. We're on the road having the #1 app in the world. You feel me? If you're in it live right now, go download the Soulja Boy app on your iPhone in the App Store. Soulja Boy Tell 'em. Y'all know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta go hit this gym again, man. Gotta go hit this gym. So sold out tonight. Colorado, I love y'all, man. Go hit the mall or something, go shopping or something. Shout out Colorado, man. Shout out Colorado, man. Let me know what city y'all want to come to next. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what city y'all want to come to next now. So I'm saying. If you need a feature, hit the DM Colorado. Tap in for the after party tonight, man. Book us for the after party, man. We put it up to every club, every restaurant, every city. If you got a clothing line you want me to pull up on, hit it. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Y'all niggas mad, nigga. Stay mad, nigga. I'm still gonna be the nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me, nigga. Zone 1, bitch. And next year we doing a stadium arena tour, nigga. We going arena tour next year, then we going stadium. This shit gonna get bigger and bigger every year, nigga. The swag tour, nigga. Now I'm gonna have niggas opening up for me next year, nigga. And I'm going on tour in the motherfucking winter time, nigga. And we doing an arena tour this winter. November, December, we doing an arena tour, nigga. And we taking this shit overseas, and we coming to Canada.
Then I said, why you touch that girl? So they was on this shit, man.
Y'all niggas lame as hell. Niggas all went west
Ain't
side.
motherfucking channel, bitch.
Y'all niggas can't fuck with me, nigga. Oh, my mother, nigga. I started this shit. Y'all niggas lame as hell, nigga. Zone 1, nigga. Don't get mad because I sell out by myself, nigga. Zone 1. What's up, Soulja girls? Shout out all my beautiful ladies in here. Pretty girl, what's up, baby? Chloe, what's up, baby? CHBO, what's up, baby? Drip guys, what's happening? Everybody tag that city. Where y'all want us to come next? They mad because the swag tour, nigga, taking over, nigga. Stay mad, nigga. Stay mad, nigga.
Trip.
The motherfucking GOAT, nigga. I don't need no nigga.
One of the greatest all do
I don't
it.
need no group of niggas. I don't need no 10 niggas, nigga. All it is just me, nigga.
Turn up, so let them niggas know.
Every city, nigga.
They ain't gonna do nothing but put fuel in your fire,
All
bitch.
y'all niggas put together, nigga. Fuck you talking about. I set this bitch out by myself. myself, nigga. Fuck you niggas talking about, nigga. Zone 1, nigga. That shit bad bitch, nigga. That shit cap, nigga. Y'all niggas cap, nigga. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas. Ain't nobody sitting around waiting for y'all niggas. Y'all niggas finna be opening up for me in a minute, nigga. West side, nigga. Remember I said,
too much money to go outside. What the fuck?
Hashtag the swag tour, nigga. Get y'all tickets, nigga.
Okay, so the swag tour.
Get y'all VIP. The show sold out tonight, so if you ain't got your tickets, you can't get in that bitch. The show sold out. We sold out tonight and we sold out tomorrow. No cap. Everybody hashtag the swag tour, nigga. Everybody hashtag the swag tour, nigga.
Turn up.
Man, we finna make this shit the biggest tour
Can't wait.
nigga.
So everybody ain't going nowhere. Fuck they talking about.
Somebody tell
we need Russell Brand bitch ass to motherfucking go to court, bitch. What's gonna happen to his goofy ass?
Fuck y'all calling me for? Zone 1, nigga. West side, what the fuck I was saying? Hashtag swag tour. We need dancers, stage managers, product, video product, brands. All my dancers hit the DM. I need 4 dancers for the whole tour, nigga. I'm hiring dancers right now. Who know how to crank that song with? Who know how to hit that shit, hit that bitch? I'm talking about all the dancers, all the ATL dancers. Where my dancers at? Everybody tag my dancers in. I need dancers for the swag tour.
All right, gang.
The merch going crazy.
We're back. Alright, gang. So y'all see from that video, gang? Yeah, Soulja Boy kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? With the receipts and the details, he can go against the charge and file a petition to go against the what happened. But they said he took acting classes so he could go in court and so he could beat the case. Is insane. Crip. You know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to say that that Soulja Boy, you know what I'm saying, allegedly, but not even, I can't even say allegedly because it's charged, that he put his hands on her. Soulja Boy's swearing up and down he didn't do it. Still right now, he's saying he didn't do it. That they lying. Which, you know, like I said, you never know. They are trying to get black men out the paint. You dig what I'm saying? They are trying to get black men out the paint. Anything, everything. They'll use anybody, everybody to try to get you out the paint and try to file some motions against you and make to defend your character. You know what I'm saying? So Soulja Boy said he finna go on tour. He finna do all this stuff. Like 4 million is insane. She was literally asking for like 80 million, basically almost 80 million M&Ms. $80 million, gang. Like, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, if Russell Brand don't get nothing or nothing, bro, this game, we just show you how racist this damn world is, bro. Because, like, they had a whole documentary on Russell Brand. The females coming out, it's like they crying that they got the proof that he made jokes about the shit. It's literally like jokes. Like, it's literally crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so I think Russell Brand court came up recently, probably like yesterday or some shit. Like, they say it's coming up real soon. So I don't know what they're gonna say about it, if he was found guilty or not. But yeah, Soulja Boy found guilty. Luckily, it was not no police charge. But Soulja Boy said, "Hey, why they didn't arrest him? Crip, she just wanted the money on us. They would have arrested him if they was like on some real shit." You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Appreciate for all the support, and we out this bitch. Hood, Northside, big crip in it. Gang shit, Northside shit. Gang.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. Even though this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.